It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be written.
And at the same time, I'm like, there ain't no way. Something's incorrect. I wrote like 600 words yesterday, and it felt so good. We're back. Guess where we are? We are at the writing desk, and I look like a wrung out paper towel. Please pardon my wet paper towel face. We are at the writing desk. It has been, safe to say, it's been weeks. I think the last time I logged something was the 13th. So that kind of puts things into perspective. That it's like, realistically, it has been a week. Hold up, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh yeah, it's been like 2 weeks. So that's cool. I knew that. I allowed myself that time, but we're getting back. We're back into it. And it's nice because I kind of hit like a stall in this scene a little bit, because it was like, I know that the conversation continues. I just don't know fully how or where or why, or like, you know, I kind of opened it back up today, and I've added already like 200, 300 words to make it so much better. And I'm just happy with it. We're getting back into the swing of things, finally. So that's all I can really say. I kind of started working on this at like 6:30. I didn't film anything, but I started working on this at 6. I've eaten dinner, and now it's like a 9:10, and I'm working on it now. And that's like, that is peak. We are back. That is the exciting thing. I am making a blanket. I bought 4 reams of yarn today. I used it all already. I'm finger knitting a blanket. I'll show it to you maybe some point. It's like huge. The blanket is massive, but it's not even like 30% done. So it's going to be like a king size blanket. And I realized that I'm going to need to buy way more than 4 reams of yarn. Skeins. Reams is for paper, skeins is for yarn. Anyway, I'm going to have to buy more yarn. So as far as tomorrow goes, I think that's my only plan. Let's see, what's the coffee blend gonna be tomorrow? I'm traveling this weekend. How exciting. I feel like I travel every other weekend, and that's because I do. But I'm excited because I'm gonna get some reading done this weekend is the plan. We're moving ahead a little bit with the conversation, but yeah, I've got some exciting things coming up, so we'll see how much writing I get done. But I do want to give you like a quick overview of where we're going. I've got my little boardy board. Okay, I have not touched my closet. I walked last week. That goal is just being pushed to whenever I can get to it. It's nice. It's a nice thought. Anyway, the plan is that in June and July, we finish drafting Act 3. So we're going to be doing the reading plan that I created last vlog, and we will be finishing drafting Act 3. That is what June and July are going to look like. We have the reading curriculum, which in case you're new and you don't have no idea what I'm talking about, I'm going to be reading East of Eden and Paradise Lost together, and I made a little personal curriculum to guide me through. It's very cute. Watch my last video if you want to see more, you know, like a tour of how I put it together. I'm very proud of it. It was creatively stimulating and made me happy. So there's that. That's going to happen in June and July, and then there is the writing. We're finishing Act 3. So we're going to go into August ready to outline Book 3 is kind of what I'm thinking. That I'm going to finish Draft 2 in July. That means that I started this book 2. I started it when I started this channel in July of last year. It was like July 30th. You know what? Let's not guess. Let's go look. Let's see when I started. My first video was uploaded 9 months ago. I think it was like, okay, that means it was like August. I'm pretty sure I started filming my first vlog in like around July 30th. So that means that we're coming up on a year of this channel. So I started writing draft 1 of book 2, if I'm not mistaken. I started that in July. I'm almost positive. Let's check another place to see if I'm telling the truth. Outlining. So I started outlining in June. TDL 1, draft 3, outlining TDL 2. Yup. My notes are sending me. On June 24th, I wrote 1,000 words. And it says the note on what I was working on was draft 3 at what cost? ? That's crazy. I started legally in June of last year. I started this book. So, and then my first video went up sometime early August. What's crazy is that means that we are coming up on a year, which I almost don't believe that. Like, that's crazy to me. That doesn't feel real. And within that year, I have written 2 drafts of a novel. That is crazy to me. That is insane. I'm so proud of that. And at the same time, I'm like, there ain't no way. Something's incorrect. But it is, I think that is straight up the truth. And that's the other thing too, is that I finished draft 3 of book 1 in June of last year. So like, what even? Wow. I did a better job at logging things last year. I'll be honest. When did I start drafting draft 2, rewriting, reading, January, February. This is not important and I'm wasting time thinking about it or like going through it like this. But like, I don't know. It's important to mark time. It's important to remember how far you've come and like look back at things and put things into perspective. And I just think it's crazy that pretty soon we'll be coming up on year 2 and I will be starting book 3. That means that I wrote 2 drafts of a book in a year. What? So that's hitting me. And so I'm like even more motivated to get it done this July. Hit that milestone. I think it would be pretty cool, not gonna lie. And then coming up on a year of this channel is also pretty crazy, pretty surreal. It feels like I just started doing this because I literally just started doing this. Yeah. If you've been here since the beginning, first off, you're a real OG, but second, you're probably my mom. Third, look how far we've come. You and me, like where were you a year ago? Not the same place. I guarantee you. We've come a long way. I'm proud of us. Okay. I'm going to get to work. I'll see you guys on the other side. What's up, guys? Welcome to Wednesday. It is Wednesday the 28th, and it is like 11 o'clock. I've had a pretty productive morning. So I've read for a good portion of this morning. I made coffee. I did dishes. I'm not loving this angle, but like it's been a productive morning, and I'm enjoying that very greatly. Let's see. What else did I do today? Oh, I am working on a project, so I went and got a bunch of yarn because I didn't have nearly enough yarn. And what I've realized is that I'm going to need to trim down this project a little bit. I need to shorten the length of this project by about a foot. And let me show you. It's a blanket, and right now it's really long, but it's only that thick so far. So it's like 7 feet long. But it's only 2 feet in width at this point. And that took, oh, it's so soft. That has taken 4 reams of yarn, skeins of yarn. And, you know, I crunched some numbers. I bought a bunch of yarn and I was like, I'm going to need to shorten this because even clearing out Michael's stock of this color and related color, this aqua, I got a couple of reams of that. Skeins of that color as well. Like, I need to shorten this or else I will not make it long enough to where it's proportionate. And like, this is a massive blanket. So it's like a king size blanket. So like even shortening it by a foot, it still ends up being like this massive blanket, which is what I want. That's the plan. Kind of undo all of this. Not all of it, but most of it. I think I'm going to do that and kind of get back on track with making this the way it needs to be. And I will probably listen to an audiobook. I've been listening to Return of the King. I'm on chapter 3. and I forget how much I freaking love this. Last time I listened to this, it was like chapter 1, like last week, and I was just, you know, reminding myself how much I love the story, and so we're probably gonna listen to that. And then also on the agenda is to finish making a thumbnail for the upcoming video and get that ready to upload. And then I'm going to write. That plenty of time. That'll probably put me, I probably won't start writing until after lunch, and that is perfect. That is fine with me. I wrote like 600 words yesterday, and it felt so good. It's like a fresh breath of air to like get back into a project and to make some headway and to not feel stuck and to be like, okay, I got it. It was nice. I think my instincts were good when I was like, I need to just take a breather. Like I can't force it. I need to just let myself step away for a second. I'm so glad I did that because the result is that I'm okay. Like there's nothing wrong with the story. Like, cause that was my fear. Like deep down, I was like, I know I'm burnt out. I know work is really crazy right now. I know I'm just tapped out emotionally and mentally. I probably just need to give it a break because I'm not giving this book my best. I need to not push through everything, you know? And so it was nice yesterday to be like, okay, is there something wrong with the book? And that's why sometimes when you encounter resistance in a project, that is sometimes a sign that something's wackadoo with your book. And I was just like, in my heart of hearts, I was like, is this what that is? Is this the resistance of something is wrong? And I don't think that's the case. There are definitely things that need working out, that need fixing, but it's not like, oh, there's something fundamentally wrong with the draft and that's why I can't push through it right now. That is not the situation, and that is huge. That is a huge relief, and I was finally able to kind of continue this conversation that these two characters are having in a way that made sense and is interesting and actually a little bit funny, which I wasn't exactly anticipating. Like, it's just kind of coming to me in a way that it hasn't in a while, and it felt so good. So we're gonna get into that this afternoon. I got myself a banana bread matcha. I'm going to take the next hour probably to fix this blanket and get it back on track to where I need it to be, which means I need to undo, in case you've figured it out, I need to unravel what I've created, basically entirely. So that'll be cool. It's fine. I don't mind. It's so easy. This took me an hour to make. It'll take me an hour to remake. It'll be okay. I think that's all I need to say to you. Okay, let's do it. Look, I match. Together. I'm gonna put dinner in the crock pot. I'm gonna talk to you while I do it. To give a quick update because I'm very proud of myself. Ooh. Crock pot. For now, like, this is a draft 2, but for now, we have finished chapter 28.
It's been like a month in the making. It is the most simple, nothing complicated is happening in this chapter. Like I've said before, the only reason this chapter did not get done any sooner was literally because I did not write it. That is why. So now that it's written, it's done. Whoop-de-doo, what do you know? Chapter 28 is done, and that's pretty cool. Oh, that's too much. Here is the next move, I think. I wrote the first paragraph. I know, big moves. The first paragraph of chapter 29. And I remember kind of where I was at when I was a month ago, kind of setting myself up. I was like, I know it needs to happen in these first 2 chapters in the act, and then after that, I'm like kind of fuzzy. So what's gonna need to happen next is I'm gonna need to start kind of looking ahead and sort of plotting, getting my plan underway. I definitely have some ideas forming on the direction things need to go, some things that are added. It's gonna be a miracle if this whole thing turns out in a way that's usable, so that when I open this draft up later to write draft 3 and continue the developmental edits, because I don't think that this developmental draft is going to be the only one that this book requires. I have a feeling this draft is going to need a lot more than what I'm getting right now. And that's okay. I'm just trying to get this to a workable place. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be written. Once it's written, I can do anything from there. But if it just doesn't exist, then like we can't do anything. I can't work with that. Like I'm doing some stuff plot-wise that like I've never done before. And so it's like, it's not because it's necessarily difficult to do, it's because I've never done it before. Yeah, it's like we've got some sort of secret plot unfolding and I don't know all the secret pieces and parts to the secret plot. What the heck? And it's stuff that I've like attempted to figure out. I have some like kind of BS answers to what this is this way because of this, and this guy is actually this guy, and you know, like I have kind of what's like the answer to the secret plot, you know, like I sort of know, but like as I'm going through it and learning more and more about said secret plot, I'm learning more and more every day how much I still have to figure out. What I am learning through all of this is how to write a book in its most simplest terms. Like that is what I'm learning to do, is how to write a book. And I feel like I'm definitely doing that. I am writing a book. I am learning. And part of that journey is the trial and error and the messiness that is figuring all this out. It's part of what I love so much. I just keep reminding myself of that because of how messy things seem. It's like really easy to feel like, oh my God, this is so bad. Like it feels so much like a mess, but like I don't actually know if it is as bad as I feel like it is. You know what I mean? Like it's fine. And like I keep rereading stuff that I've written and I'm like, this is good. This is pretty okay. Like I'm happy with this. And so I just have to keep going and not be so freaking hard on myself as if everything I write is garbage. It's not. It just feels that way, and that's normal. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be just so right now. Like I still have so much to figure out and so much to do, so much to write. It feels like a lot, but it's like, it is a lot. But like we're still a year in and we're still kind of like at the beginning of the process. So the more I do this and the more reps I get in writing a book from start to finish, the better this is gonna get and the faster I will get. So I just need to let things be what they are. Do you know what I mean? That's the midlife crisis that I'm going through right now. Can I cut this ginger or am I just gonna cut myself instead? That's how my day is going. So far, so good. I just wrote for about an hour and kind of got to the end of that chapter, kind of looking forward to the next rest of this act. And like it does start to ramp up. Like a lot of really exciting things and really cool things get to happening in this section of the book. So I'm excited to kind of go through those, decide how I want to tweak things, and discover how they all unfold for draft 2. So it's all very exciting. That is going to be what I'm going to do while dinner is on the road. Anyway, so that's all I have to say. I think I'm a little bit distracted right now, obviously. So I might say more to you later, but for right now, I think that's it. I'm drinking a Red Bull for some reason. So that might be part of my problem. See you guys on the other side. But like, yeah, you just had to know. We finished chapter 28. Oh my God. Ridiculous. Okay. Ooh. Ignore the way I look, please. I have one mission until it's done. We're almost done. It's coming along very nicely. It's very cozy. This afternoon we're leaving. So yeah, we're gonna go travel, and I will vlog the travel this time so you get to see where we're going. That means that my priorities today have like shifted, obviously. I need to pack. But like really there's not too much that needs to be done in the house because I have cleaned a lot in the past 2 days and the laundry is mostly done. So like realistically, I just have to make sure that swept and taken out the trash and the dishes are done. That's like kind of it. So that's out of the way. So this blanket, reading, which is gonna happen in the car hopefully, and also some writing. Let's get some writing in today. Don't know when that's gonna happen, but the plan is that it happens. I woke up later than I intended, so that's also a factor. But it's not the end of the world. We're gonna keep going. Because what else are we gonna do? Let's work on this blanket. Let's finish it. It's 1:40, so it's hours past when I thought I'd be done with this. But look, it's done. Oh, and it is so cozy. So I don't think I have anything to wrap this in, but I am gonna fold it. Maybe I'll find some ribbon and tie it because it's a gift. But it's nice and it's comfortable and it's bulky and chunky and soft and just it's very nice. This last row gave me a run for my money. I don't think I really ended it like it should because look at how tight it got. Definitely for next time, loosen that up because it's crunching that top row. It's fine. I don't really have any more yarn to fix it with. So I can't believe that this took like 14 schemes, whatever. I will learn the word eventually. It's skein. We've been better. Oh, dear God. Okay, it's fine. No one cares. Hi. I've been packing and kind of picking things up, and it is around 3:30-ish, and we're going to sit down and we're going to write. I just remembered something else that I have to pack, but whatever. Would you believe it? I'm just going away for the weekend. Do you want to see the size of my duffel bag? 3 days. Focus. The writing for today is going to consist of plotting. I started this yesterday and I'm going to finish it today. I've already rearranged a couple of things. And by that, I literally do mean like 2 things, like swap the place of 2 chapters. And then I think I know where a certain scene is going to go. Anyway, we've already started. So I'm just going to continue that. So probably I'll just be plotting and not a ton of drafting will happen today. I also don't know if a ton of drafting will happen over the weekend. I kind of doubt it. Normally when we go to this particular place, it's conducive for reading. It's not exactly like, unless it rains and I'm inside, like unless I'm inside for some reason, typically drafting doesn't happen. But I will be bringing my laptop just in case the opportunity does present itself. I will draft and I will film it. If that happens, then it happens, you know? I'm mostly prepared to read. So I've got Paradise Lost locked and loaded. If I start it this weekend, I'll be ahead of schedule, and I think that's good. I've got Promise of Blood locked and loaded. That's in there. And then I have Return of the King, which just if it strikes my fancy. I'm doing that on audio right now and kind of coming behind and tabbing. Like, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this weekend. I have no idea how things are going to go, but should be fun. Okay, bye.